And so the area that I grew up in was it was half Jewish, half Italian. And there was a cinema across the road from the one that I used to go to. It was called the Studio, and it showed only Italian films in Italian for the Italians of the area. And I remember coming out of seeing some cowboy movie, Hopalong Cassidy, something like that, and seeing men coming out of the cinema opposite with tears in their eyes. They were crying. And I remember very definitely being struck at that moment about the power of film. I thought to myself, what kind of film could make adults cry? I'd never seen or thought of such a thing. And I went across the street and I saw that it was a film called La Strada. And I remember that very distinctly, thinking, well, this is interesting, that there's a movie that adults will see, not children, and that it has the power to make them cry. That was maybe the first inkling that I had that film could be on a level with literature. The fact that you can in a very real and complete way, invent everything that's in the frame, including your own life forms and your own kinds of human beings. To me, that's one of the delights of creating stories, narratives, and so on. And so it was very natural for me, and given my interest in, we were discussing, the way humans reinvent themselves and recreate themselves all the time through science as well as through medicine and art. It was very natural for me to make horror films. I mean, this is, or science fiction horror films. It was just what I began to write. It wasn't calculated at all. It just was the way it worked out.